Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And he's certainly coming off a very tough rookie campaign, but he showed flashes of why he was the #1 overall pick. Now starting over in year 2 with a brand-new coaching staff, I expect Bryce Young to show the world his talents in full.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ready, 45,
in motion left, that's Thielen. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Looking to throw, Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll bring up a second and short.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First and 10, Young. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
Drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll throw on first down with May. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. To the air, May. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster from 6 yards away. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You give a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Brissett. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a 1st-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Caught on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw, Brissett. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse
the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll throw again. Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Jalen Polk.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Man.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
Get on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Dalton. Goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Dalton.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 10. Brissett. That one caught by Polk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. This complete to Polk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Brissett. He'll find Osborne here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Again, it's Brissett. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
To throw is Brissett. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jalen Polk ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's Keon White, who worked his way in and made the play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So Dalton now. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Rager. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Jacoby Brissett in the offense, ready to begin their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Brissett sets to throw it.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Hauled in over the middle by Rager.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the red zone now, Brissett.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Brissett again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here's Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Brissett now. And that will be incomplete as well.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The 2 owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boys, my team well prepared. And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Dalton. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Another chance for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Here's Dalton.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And he's got it.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Dalton now to pass. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Ian Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
New England's offense set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
3rd and 12. Once more, Gibson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Dalton and the offense now. Down by 12. 1:13 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Dalton. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now Dalton.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.